today we're talking about word problems with right triangle trig. Taking this off. Ow. So when it says something, when we're talking about angles and it says elevation, it's looking up. So it would be like an angle like that. If it says depression, when you're depressed, how do you feel? Down. Yeah, so you look down. Because angles of depression look down. When you're depressed, you feel down. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Okay, depression triangles can also be drawn like this. Wait a second. No. I told you depression wrong. It is down. So depression is, it has this dash line, and it's from here. So on this like imaginary triangle right here. It's like a rectangle, so you can have two triangles for depression. You can have one that looks like this. Or if I wanted, by alternate interior, it could also look like this. So those, depression. So I'm going to do one elevation and one depression. Number one, it says elevation, right? Yeah. Okay, so this one wants me to draw pictures. It says there is a damsel in distress being held in a tower. This is my tower. I'm going to draw a princess inside the tower. And then, thank you. She's got like stick hair. And then her knight in shining armor, he's just a stick figure. Okay, so he's standing on the ground with a ladder. No, she's just standing on the tower. Yeah, she's stuck on the tower. Okay, so it says he's 15 feet away from the base of the tower. And he's looking up at her, so the angle of elevation is 60 degrees. I'm going to draw an arrow because I did not give myself enough space in this triangle. And we need to figure out how long her ladder would be. So the ladder is right there. What trig function would I want to use? Cosine. So I have my adjacent right here and my hypotenuse. Okay. It would help if you guys had calculators today. What? Okay, so I have cosine of 60 equals 15 over x. We're not at that step, Steve. I know, we're not at that step. I'm not ready to take the calc. Mario! Okay, so then, you want me to take away both your phones? No. So I want to multiply both sides by x to get rid of the fraction right there. I get x cosine 60 equals 15. How? The 60 came from the angle. How do I get? Okay, so now I need a calculator, which only like 4 of you went and grabbed. Yeah, you want to make sure the calculator's in degrees when you go to type it in. Like I said, my algebra kids like to reset calculators. So to check in it's in degrees, I go to mode, This one's in degrees. If not, I'd arrow over and press enter. I go second mode to go back home. Then I want to type in 15 divided by cosine 60. Divided by cosine. Yeah. So he has a 30-foot ladder. Questions on number 1? Thank you. Yeah. I cannot see Stage. Probably. What color? Where? Ladder? Yeah. Yeah, it's the pen. It's a gel pen, so sometimes the things connect. Okay, is everyone done copying down or not yet? From the top, the masses. Yeah. So just like yesterday on this, it could be anything. So you can use the. If you're using angles, it should, or it'll tell you something very specific, like the angle looking up from the ground, kind of thing. Can I move on to a depression? Number 7's depression. 7. I think so. I was looking at it earlier. Okay. So the pool is 30 meters long and 12 meters wide. It is 0 at the shallow end and 4 at the deep end. So this one wants me to find the angle of depression. Which one is going down? This angle or this angle? Yeah, that's not an angle, that's the side length of the pool, by the way. So I am looking for this angle in the depression. Okay, so 30 is my, where's my green pen? 30 is my opposite, adjacent, or hypotenuse. 4 is my, so this one is tangent. What goes on top, 4 or 30? Okay, how do I solve this one? Also, what is this thing? What did I write here? It's, yeah, you haven't been paying attention. This is what I write when I don't know my angle. It's like x, except it's very specific to angles. Remember, it's called theta. So, how do I solve this? Inverse? One decimal place. Okay, so remember to do this one. I press the second, and then tangent, because the blue tangent inverse is above it. And then I type in my fraction, 4 divided by 30, which gives me 7 point, and this is degrees. Thank you. Questions here?